back, folks, to NBHL Elite 2025. We have the Comets and Apollo HC facing off in both teams' second game. Comets win the opening draw here as Trevor Altman controls. Over to Luke Malloy, chilling back at the blue line. Gray line here in Edison, but we all know it's the blue line. Joe Malillo along the far side boards, carrying it up. Feeds his teammate back to JoJo. Blocked away by the Comets as Apollo get a hot start here. Good opening shift by the boys in black. Now out to the point shot. Just goes wide by Kwasny. Comets battling along the side here, and ball pops out. And we'll have a draw inside the zone. Apollo won their first game today 3-2 with 3 goals in the first period. 3 goals in a row before the Mariners would score 2 later on, but Andrew Carter would shut it down for the Apollo in a great game. I believe he had 31 saves out of 33 shots. So very strong opening performance by the Apollo goaltender. As we have shot, score! Wow, that was quick by number 15. And that is, do not have him on my roster here. But great draw there. That's how you draw it up. I mean, on the faceoff, ball drops quickly back to the guy standing right outside the circle, and he snipes top right to give the Apollo an early 1-0 lead. Now, Comets bouncing back here, looking for one more. Great D by the Apollo there, clearing the net front as Apollo try to chip in, but it's batted away. Now into the far corner, JD Dutney looking for a backhand. Taken away, stretch pass there. Goes through everybody, and refs wave that icing off as the Comets player looked like he might have touched it. Now lob out, Dutney over to Biaghetti. Has 77 cutting in. That's Jack Rhodes. Couldn't get it to him though. Now Rhodes battling down low. Apollo come away with it, spins out. Back down low now. Apollo still controlling behind their net here. Along the near side boards now. Stretch pass up. Chipped ahead by Nick Phillips. On him is Dutney. Phillips spins away. Sick move by Phillips there, but Dutney with a good stick to poke that away. Romanecki up the side. Dumped in, Apollo control, and now Gibbs has it along the far side boards. Looking for options, Apollo working a change here. Content to get the line. Wysong chips it in, but strong stand there. Here come the Comets. Great stick by, I believe that was Joe Malillo to knock that away. Apollo looking good in their D zone right now, insulating their goaltender. Yep, Joe Malillo, great little burst of speed there to cut down on the middle and knocks that shot out of play as we have a face-off to the left of Tony DeMonico. Goaltender for the Apollo this game. Malloy fakes the shot. Back out to Malloy. Takes it this time, goes wide. Rebound was there, but Comets player was cutting to the front. Couldn't read that bounce. Now good forecheck by Mike Andes. Pressuring the Comets in their D zone, but they have a good breakout. Great keep there by Connor Callahan. Creates a 3-on-2. And another good play and another takeaway by Callahan. As I'm joined by my co-host here, Ben Berger, GM of the Hyenas, who just got a big W. Comets take it away, Malloy. Another good stick by Connor Callahan there to knock that away, but Nate Zavolo following up for the Comets. Now we have a 2-on-2 here. Callahan all over the place this shift. Can't block that one. As they're cutting towards the net, backhand, big save by DeMonico. Great lateral movement shot. Just goes wide by Cam Cordio. Comets control down low now. Looking out in front. Good D again by Callahan, and Kwasny was there as well as Wysong with a burst of speed. Has some control here. Apollo looking for a backhand. Nothing there. Working it down low, 15 the goal scorer. Donald Kleckner. Thank you. He's not on our roster here, but he did score the first goal. Nice snipe off the face-off.
It's one of those great things about this division is getting these guys who don't know anything. He's someone who probably has never even heard of most of the NBA teams, but because of the NBHL, he's coming out here playing with the best of the best.
Yeah, he's looking good so far. A couple strong shifts as a nice cross-crease pass is saved by DeMonico once again. Showing off some explosiveness so far this game. He came ready to play. Now Apollo working along the far side boards, looking for another cycle. Cycle game's been strong for Apollo so far. As Holman has it along the near side boards. View is tough to see as we're behind the Comets bench, but Apollo still in control. Now Comets take it away. Dutney. We'll just chill behind Fischetti as he looks for a cross-ring pass here. Good little give and go there. Gray shot blocked. Team's battling for the ball here. Jonesy up to Malloy. Brandon Jones wants it back. Always dangerous with the ball on his stick. Good little look in front there by Cordio, but he didn't have enough space to turn around and get that on net. As Apollo will just lob that out and off the ceiling. Unfortunately, we're not outside, so you can't sky the ball like that. And we'll have a draw to the left of DeMonico.
Some great passing there by the Americans guy, Cordio. That was just a great reception from the net. Like they're getting to the right spots. Screening is a great way to get to him. He's not the biggest goalie, so got to find a way to get from traffic.
Yep, for sure. And just going back to Donald Kleckner, he also scored in the first game for the Apollo, who I said won 3-2. As the Comets control down low, Biaghetti with some space, looking across, score! Wow, dirty pass there by PJ Biaghetti to his Aces teammate, Jose Batista. Cannot give PJ Biaghetti that much time and space.
Those guys have played together enough in the trenches how to get that pass across. I mean, that is a perfect pass. Sometimes all you need to do is be in the right spot.
And I love the patience there by Batista, who you could see him walking back towards the blue line, and he cuts to the net quick, scores a goal. Biaghetti knew exactly what his plan was there. As the Comets are back in the zone now. Kept in, Biaghetti knocked away by Tedesco. Now, 92 is listed as Jared Spear, but I don't think that's Jared Spear, is it? Okay, Jared Spear shoots it in, but Apollo offside. And Wysong alongside him. Also Kwasny, younger player, representing the USA Juniors at the under 20 level this summer, winning a bronze medal. As Apollo shot, believe that deflected wide. Battling down low. Wysong has had a strong game so far. Back checking as Rhodes look for a cross-line pass. Taken away by Zavola. Biaghetti finds Batista. Batista. Patient, good block by Wysong, and Batista scores again. So silky. You just gotta be stick on stick with this kid. Literally cannot be given an inch because he'll make you pay every single time.
That just looks so easy for him to get his own rebound there. Some guys just know
Sick rip there by Batista, who makes it 2-1 Comets. Batista's second goal of the game. As a shot by Kleckner goes high and wide. Apollo keep control. Malillo from Andes. Malillo chips in. Wants to do it himself here. Cross-ring pass, shot, score! And guess who? Donald Kleckner once again. His third goal of the day so far. And that was a hell of a pass from Joe Malillo.
Yeah, for those playing Tier 2 at the NBHL Championships, this is a guy to look out for.
Yep, representing the Florida Red Roosters, I believe, who will be coming to Gloucester in September as the Apollo control behind their net. And we're all square at 2 again, and I feel like we got a lot more goals coming in this one, folks. Two dynamic teams, both offensively and defensively. As Andy's backhands up to Malillo. Down low to Volpe. Looks in front, but it's chipped away. Malillo using his body. Slight little interference there to help his teammate out. Kleckner has it behind now. Looking in front, but Zavola with a good stick on the ground. So important when you're playing D there. Those quick little passes can really kill you, and Zavola cut it off. As Apollo looking down low. Good play by Andes to slide in and DeMonico to cut that lane away. Cross-rink pass, looking for the net dump, but doesn't always take the bounces you want off that net. So Comets control temporarily, and now it's back in the Apollo zone as both teams work a change. Holman along the near side boards, lobs it up. Good hustle by the Comets D there to get back. Dutney gets the line, but Apollo take it away. Holman to Phillips, looking for a shot. Big save by Fischetti there. Phillips, he's got a wicked whister. Now Jonesy one-on-one. Shot. Ground burner is saved by DeMonico. And we'll have a draw to the left of DeMonico with 1:17 remaining in the first period.
Some great pressure there by both teams. You're seeing a lot of quick wrist shots because they know that's the only way that you're really getting something through the net. I mean, there's not a lot of stop shots in this game like you might be seeing in more of a men's A game.
Yep, for sure. As Comets win the draw, shot, blocked, backhand, pass. I believe that shot went over the net. DeMonico might have got a save on it. Either way, Comets continue to control here. Backhand, saved by Apollo. Cordio now in the corner. This line has been really good for the Comets so far. They've been in the Apollo zone every time they're out there. Cordio now has some time. Circles out, shot. Blocked to the corner. Tedesco underneath the net, looking to run this. Good pressure by Red. The forecheck has been strong so far, but Apollo work it free. Matt Altamare by himself. Can't beat 4 guys, and Comets come away again. Luke Malloy, shot. Great pass to Batista there. Batista looking in front. Out to the point now. Shot. Tipped to the side by DeMonico. Another shot, another block. 8 seconds left in the period here. Comets doing everything they can to get one more. Out to the point. Looking for a shot, and they're going to run out of time as the first period comes to an end. Great action at both ends. Great goaltending at both ends.
Yeah, that you can tell. The 2 things I'm noticing is the forecheck is so hard from these teams. All players are getting involved, but also the dump-ins made by the defenders, the finesse on with the way that these guys play. Like, it's just so nice to watch.
Yeah, one thing that my great coach Corey Hirsch told me in Pittsburgh a few years ago is to dump the ball with a purpose. Don't just throw the ball into the corner. Look where your teammates are going. You guys need a change. You got an open winger coming down the far side. Rim it to him. Don't just dump it into the corner. Do it with a purpose. I feel like both teams did that very well in that period. But as for the Comets, or I'm sorry, yeah, Comets, I didn't recap their first game. They would fall to the Greyhounds 3-2. Jake Batista would also score in that game. So he's off to a strong start here at the first ever Men's Elite weekend. Something noteworthy for Jake Batista is he loves to pregame with a granola bar. I'd love to know what brand granola bar he's eating before the game. Personally, I'm a Nutri-Grain guy, but lots of good options out there. As DeMonico strolls past in his beautiful God's bucket.
He's
one of many goalies to play for the Gods.
These black jerseys reminds me of the ones that Team Greece wore at Worlds this past summer. I really like the clean-looking fit. I think these have to be some of the crowd favorites for best jerseys of the weekend.
Absolutely. Got to think that our buddy Matt Strybeck took some
inspiration,
yeah, from that Greece jersey last year. That black and gold that they had was amazing. As the refs wave off an icing, seemed like there was a little bit of miscommunication there. Might have got tipped, but draw will go back to center as we get the second period underway here between the Comets and Apollo in Edison, New Jersey. Shout out to everybody watching at home as the Comets try to enter the zone. Biaghetti knocked away by Malillo. Callahan up to Kwasny, attempted to at least. Now Batista goes through the triangle of Andes. Over to Biaghetti. Biaghetti battles along the boards, looking out in front. Andy's great read, good positioning. As Wysong carries up, gains the line. Callahan cutting to the net. Kwasny shot. Deflected off somebody, almost tipped in, but Comets come away with it. Dutney up to Rhodes. Rhodes out high to PJ. Shot. Good save there by DeMonico. Biaghetti looking low blocker there. Quick reaction by DeMonico, and he saves that one. Comets working down low again. Dutney in the danger area. Looking for a spin pass, but Callahan there to take it away. Batista on him now. Callahan for a cross-ring pass. Fischetti sticks it away.
I really like how Apollo enter the zone. They take that first forward, get the line, look up, and usually you're starting to hit that trailer. You can tell that using all three forwards is just a great way to. Wow, what a goal by Kleckner! Oh my goodness.
This guy is unbelievable. He is on fire right now. And as you were saying, the Apollo entering the zone very well right now, and they're just cycling, they're working. And Kleckner, number 15, once again. Great. That's an elite play right there, folks. You may never heard of this guy, but this is why he got drafted into the Men's Elite. It's because of goals like that. Now Apollo try to rim it around, but Zavola takes it away. Little man using his speed. Takes it away again. Playing through the stick checks. Zavola loves to make those sprints down deep. Still trying to work it free here. Pops out in front, but Kleckner's there to collect it for the Apollo. Pass. Knocked away. Comets looking cross rink here. Shot. Good save by DeMonico once again.
Almost had another baseball goal there. Zach Mills really he hit that one out of the air just a little bit wide, but what a forecheck by this line for Comets right now.
Yep, they've clearly responded after that Apollo goal to make it 3-2. As we have 7:30 remaining here in the second. Holman down low. Getting worked by Gray. Holman spins away. Wants to work it deeper and get a change. Apollo keeping it low. RJ Gibbs back down low. Shot by Altamare, kicked aside. Altamare collects his rebound on his backhand. Looks to the far side, but Gray's there as Gibbs pressures. Apollo keep it in once again. Spear. Now Gibbs has some space here. Walks to the middle, shot. Save, rebound, score! Nick Phillips bangs it home for the Apollo.
Apollo playing hard on that left side, really forcing the Comets up that same wall. That's how to really get in on the forecheck, is by making the other team make mistakes.
And I feel like everybody contributed on that shift, from the forecheck to the keep in here by Spear. Gibbs taking his space, walking it to the net, getting a good shot on net. 'Cause if he misses that, oh, actually that was going wide. It actually hit Zavola, but they were there to clean it up, and we're back here as Gibbs once again on the attack. Apollo now with a 4-2 lead. Along the far side, Dutney. See if Comets can respond here. Move, shot, score!
What a goal.
Great response by the Comets.
That is why that guy was drafted in the first round. What a solo goal by JD Dutney there.
So Comets respond to make it 4-3. As Dutney makes a sick move there around Tedesco. Uses his body position, goes through another 2 guys.
Gets his own rebound.
Yeah, collects the rebound there. Just an all-out great effort by Dutney on that goal. Comets control. And they did have a good shift after Apollo made that 3-2. And then Apollo would make it 4-2. Comets now make it 4-3. Let's see if they can tie it up once again. Cordio working down low. This line has been strong. Here comes Gray, looking for a spin move. Altman, good block by Callahan there. Callahan looking to stretch the rink. This kid has great speed. And a wicked shot. Shot. Gets through Fischetti, but somehow keeps it out.
It's like he caught that 5-hole, wasn't sure where it was. Trying to make sure he had it cleaned and actually let it loose.
Callahan with a wicked wrister. Now he takes a slap shot. And I believe that just went wide. As Dutney takes it away.
That was a great slap shot there by Connor Callahan right in the middle. Fischetti got his blocker there, but that's a great look. If you have it in the middle, it's never a bad thing to shoot.
Yep, for sure. And Callie has a very dynamic shot. You see the kid shoot it on the run all the time. He can take hard, fast wrist shots from a standstill, and obviously has a great wrist shot, but Fischetti with a big waffle save on that one. As Comets, Jones controls. Back to his D partner, but again, strong forecheck here by Apollo. Working down low, looking out in front, and it's in for the Apollo again.
This line, oh my goodness.
And that's, I believe JT Volpe banged that home, but Anthony Rizzitano and Donald Kleckner, once again, number 15, all over the place. Great forecheck there, and good look by Kleckner in front. Volpe bangs it home. It's 5-3 Apollo. Now they're back on the attack again. Rizzitano taken away by Malloy. And now Sebastian Romanecki. PJ Biaghetti. Taken away, shot, save. Fischetti diving across, but Comets clear the way. Now Biaghetti coming up the right side. Shot just goes wide. Blistering wrister there by Biaghetti. Romanecki down low to Biaghetti. Doesn't have anybody open now. Malloy cutting in. Oh, good move, but DeMonico better position. Shot. That's Kyle Bukonowitz. Had some space there in the middle, but couldn't get it through Fischetti, who is going to have to come up with a couple big saves as his team is down by 2 right now. Now Rhodes looking underneath. Nice little light dump in for his teammate there, but Holman pokes it away. Had some space, but Biaghetti's in position, covering for his D-man. Dutney looking for a soft little dump down to Biaghetti. Biaghetti Working low. Up to Rhodes. Shot. Good save by DeMonico. Poked away by Biaghetti, but nobody's there for the Comets. As Malloy races in to keep it for the Comets. Now Dutney. On the near side boards. Looking in front. Shot. Score!
What a play by Jack Rhodes there, but even a better feed by J.D. Dutney. That is just how to use all 5 players in the offensive zone. The Apollo forecheck has been so good, but once the Comets get it deep, they are lethal.
Felt like they took a note out of the Apollo book there with a 5-man unit creating that goal. Just an all-around great shift. Felt like they were in their zone for over a minute on that one as Rhodes wires it home for the Comets. And once again, surprise, surprise, Dutney has the ball on his stick. Reminds me a lot of Eric Carlson, the way he quarterbacks not only the power play, but also just the 5-man unit back there on defense. As Kwasny now over to Wysong. Wysong having a strong game so far, looking to make it happen on this shift. Kwasny up high to Spear. Back to Kwasny along the far side boards. Over Spear in the middle, shot. Blocked aside, and that is going out of play.
Apollo really using the whole floor on these offensive zones. They're not really like cycling down low. They're using all 5 players, but they're really using the neutral zone, which if Comets are able to block a shot here or two, or here and there, you know, they're really going to make a good run.
Back to the action here as the Apollo get the zone. Joe Malillo down low. Maybe looking for a Michigan here. No, out to Callahan. Shot. Good explosiveness and quickness there by Fischetti to get across on a nice pass by Malillo to Callahan. Callahan standing tall at 5'10", 170. Now Callahan has it again. Backdoor. Wysong just goes under his stick. Callahan wants it again. Walking to the middle. Shot. Good save by Fischetti. Fighting that one off. Callahan again with that twisted little wrister.
Fichetti's doing a great job, though, of coming out on him, you know.
And there's another one by Fischetti, but Callahan bangs it home as this line delivers for the Apollo, who score their 6th goal of the game with 2 minutes left. 2:03 to be exact.
They respond to the Comets getting his own rebound. Connor Callahan has his own play where he gets his own rebound and roofs it over to Fischetti, who's down. But that's another when you get off as his own time, even if the first shot doesn't go in, you're going to get some goals.
Yeah, and the Comets were just all out of sorts there. Apollo with 4 guys down low and the Comets with 3, and that's most of the time not going to end well, especially at this level. So Apollo working the forecheck again. Kleckner, let's see what he can do on this shift. Wheeling out front, shot. Oh man. I believe Fischetti got a piece of that. Malloy looking to slow things down behind his net. Up to Rhodes. Looking for a sauce pass, but it's taken away by Bekonowitz. Kleckner, nasty little chip over the defender's stick. Backhand pass to Bekonowitz. Cross rink pass just missed by Derek Chavez. Now Batista. Malloy up high. Biaghetti just fans on it, wide open on the one-timer there. Down low to Batista. 1 minute left in the second period here. Batista spins away. Patented spin move by Batista there. Looking out in front. Biaghetti, excuse me. Content to hold low for now. Up top. Across Rhodes, shot blocked. Biaghetti on the forecheck, flailing his arms, but he can't knock the ball down. As Apollo lightly off the boards, but that's not over the center line, and that will be icing with 29 seconds remaining.
the offensive, the passing that the Comets have is just, everyone is heads up the entire game. There's some just crisp tape-to-tape passing out there. It looks so smooth to watch. They're fanning on a couple one-timers, but it's beautiful to watch.
Yeah, for sure. If they keep playing their game, I think they can get right back in this. I mean, they've scored 4 already. They've had a couple of responses after the Apollo score. So don't count the Comets out of this one, as they're still battling in the Apollo zone, looking for a takeaway here. Good poke away by Rhodes. Biaghetti up high to the number 4, Romanecki. But Apollo take it away. Phillips over to Kleckner, walks it in, down low to Phillips, and they're gonna run out of time. Apollo looking dangerous once again, and Kleckner was wide open for the one-timer there, but no time left in the period. And at the end of 2, Apollo lead Comets 6-4.
From the beginning of time, men and women have been friends, family, but yet rivals as well. Some of the most epic battles have been fought from the North to the South Pole and anywhere in between. As time flies, battles have transformed themselves into sports. Yet, the fundamentals remain the same, with lighter shields and a different type of sword. But evolution is clever. It introduces new rules but keeps one thing intact: adrenaline. So it's with honor and pride that we present to the world all of the above into one sport: hockey ball. The game born in the North that can be played from the mountains to the ocean, and from America to Europe, all the way to the land of the rising sun. Napper. Anyone, anywhere.
What is it? My new boyfriend. So sweet. Look what he just sent me.
Ooh, that's a lovely view.
What are you two looking at?
Tip pick.
What did you say?
Tip pick. Tickets to the show with no hidden fees.
All right, folks, and we're back here for the start of the 3rd period as the Comets get off to a hot start. But Apollo take it away as Spear fights through one check, fights through another man, looking out in front. Oh, his man falls down, followed up by Gibbs, but they can't bang it home as Apollo control down low, taken away by Dutney. Now over to Romanecki, looking to carry, taken away by Phillips. Phillips content to backhand down low to his teammate Gibbs. He takes a hard push to the boards by Romanecki, but this is hockey, that's allowed. Now Cordio takes it away, looking to dump in. Jonesy can't get it across to Spear, excuse me, Gray. Phillips battling with Cordio. Taken away. Gray looking out in front. Tedesco was there on his man at the back door. Altamare looking to fight through a check. Shot. Good save by the sub-in goalie.
What an individual effort there by Alto. He just took him to the inside, got a great shot off. That's just great individual effort.
Apollo, strong play in their defensive zone to create a takeaway. Wysong over to Callahan. Too far in front of him. Callahan continues to control. Wysong filling his spot. Spins out. Over to Kwasny. Good shot by McCracken, the fill-in goalie here. Oh, nice fake on the Michigan. I've never seen that before. And Callahan almost wrapped that around. That was a unique move, to say the least.
It's one of the great things about offensive games like this. You can really try some new things out.
Biaghetti scores. What a shot. It looked like nothing was going on there, and Biaghetti just wires it home.
Made a great move on the defender, got some space, and just when these kind of guys, when they get that kind of room, they're just gonna roof it.
Yep, for sure. So Biaghetti goes kind of like coast to coast. Nasty move there at the blue line, and he snipes it.
It's like it was high glove.
Yep, through Andes and over the shoulder of DeMonico to make it 6-5 Comets, or excuse me, 6-5 Apollo still leading. Comets pull within 1 as we approach the 7-minute mark of the 3rd period here in Edison, New Jersey. Looking ahead, tipped by the Apollo defender. Biaghetti looking to attack again. He's got a lot of time, and he's made him pay a couple times. Batista now. Out high, Zavola. The ace is combining right now, backdoor. Just goes wide.
Comets really are, look how low their D are. They're really just doing a 5-man cycle below the blue line this period. They're just getting deep, and they are staying there.
Yep, clearly part of the game plan for the defense to attack here. As Wysong looks out in front, Callahan can't work the one-timer. Good follow-up shot by Callahan, looking out in front to Kleckner. Looking dangerous once again on this shift. Holman down low. Holman back up high. Cross to Bukanowicz, backhands it in. Callahan chips it for Volpe. Volpe out front to Kleckner. Can't reach it as Rhodes walks it up. 3-2 here for the Comets. Good back check by the Apollo. Kleckner got back and Bukanowicz took it away. But there's a good takeaway by Altman as Biaghetti getting in on the forecheck once again. Relentless forecheck here by the Comets, who need a goal to tie this one up. Altman walking into the middle. Good block. I'm not sure who got that, if that was Volpe or Rizzitano, but Apollo would not let that one through. Comets control again. Off the foot of Volpe. Comets walk it up. It's Jake Shorts.
That was not just a great save by DeMonico, but great rebound control. He put that one in the corner. It's going high. Those are hard to navigate.
Yeah, sorry, I missed that shot. I was looking at the names and numbers, still learning everybody's stats and such, as Dutney, easily recognizable. Nasty toe drag there, looking to spin. Can't connect on that pass. Backhand shot. Good save by DeMonico, and that was a nasty play by Dutney to backhand that on net with a guy on him too. Dutney's favorite hockey players, Sergei Samsonov and Miro Heiskanen. And I actually see a lot of Miro Heiskanen in him as well. Dynamic offensive defenseman for the Dallas Stars. Shout out Dallas, love that team. Apollo, control off the draw. Phillips up to Altamare. Along the near side boards. Nice little sauce pass to Andes, just goes wide. Gibbs down low. He's had a good game so far. Doing a good job holding the offensive zone, but Comets come away with it now. Numbers for the Comets, but a good stick by Andes to poke that away, hold the line for Apollo, who have numbers back now.
Brandon Jones stick handling in a phone booth there. The way he just got out of space with a guy on top of him, that was just beautiful to watch.
Now Sebastian Romanecki, back of his line. This gets tipped. Apollo, Jojo Malillo, fakes away from Cordio, using his speed, chips up the sideboards, goes through one man, looking for a pass in front. Batted it out of the air. Oh my word.
What a goal, Alto.
Wow. another goal where I just expected nothing to happen there, but these elite players can make something out of nothing, and Matt Altamare with a perfect example of that. As Joe Malillo once again making it happen. I think that was at his shoulder. I'd say that's a good goal.
Yeah, it looked like it on the replay. He definitely, his stick wasn't above.
So,
and we're gonna get a little more replay here.
Unfortunately, we do not have video replay to overturn goals here, as that was very, very close.
That was close, and we are not the officials.
That's right. We're going to trust the officials' call on that one, as the Apollo make it 7-5 with just over 4 minutes to go. Holman looking in the middle for Baconowitz, walks through one man, poked away, but the Apollo keep control. Holman down low to Callahan, shot, just goes wide. Kwasny keeps it low. Dutney out there once again. I feel like he's been out there every other shift this game. As these teams are still missing a couple players. A couple guys from Penn Hills couldn't make it this week, and I'm almost certain that there's other few guys missing, but both teams have looked pretty solid so far, as Biaghetti receives a pass from Batista, but they can't connect on the 1-2-3 there. Dutney spins away from his man, spins away from another man. Biaghetti looking to walk it in as 3 minutes remain here in the third period. Comets really got to get it going if they want to tie this thing up. Batista walking through 3 guys there. Backdoor shot saved by DeMonico. Biaghetti to Batista once again. The Aces connection showing why they're so lethal in Pittsburgh Tier 1. Another pass can't connect from Malloy to Biaghetti, as Wysong sauces to Holman, who masterfully knocks that out of the air to maintain control. And Apollo will walk it up. Baconowitz over to his buddy Holman. Brett Holman walks it in, posts up, flips it on net. McCracken snags it out of the air, and he'll just hold it there.
About 2 minutes left in the game. We expect the Comets are probably discussing when they're going to pull. They want to get the points out of this game, but they also want to make sure that they see guys in clutch times, test them out, see how they're going to function all weekend.
So quite the interesting development for the Comets in net right now, as Rob Schneider played the first game, and as the Comets lost. Robbie did play a very strong game, making 31 saves on 33 shots, and then Tyler Fischetti starting this game, getting pulled, and Matt McCracken now in net for the Comets. Who control. Dutney shot, blocked. Malloy keeps it in. Another shot. Monaco just knocks it away as the Comets pull their goalie with 1.5 minutes to go. Need to get 2 here to tie this up, send it to overtime. Gray working from the side to the low area. Checked hard by Spear. Now Cordio checked hard by Tedesco. Comets can't work it out front. Attempted dump by Apollo, dies off the netting, and Dutney has it up top now with just over 1 minute to go. Down low, shot. Monaco with another save, another shot. I thought he saved it, but no, it got through. Cordio
Great
makes
feed by
7-6.
Great feed by Zach Mills from behind the net to chip it over the goalie's stick, and Cordio just instantly puts it in. We have a ball game. 43 seconds left, down by 1.
51
seconds left. Excuse
Plenty
me.
of time here for the Comets.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see if they can feed off this momentum here with under 1 minute to go in the third period. As we said, plenty of time for the Comets and their quick strike offense to get one. As Brandon Jones chips it in. Altamare chips it out. Comets still have their goalie in. Altamare looking for a shot but can't get it off. Batista battling. Gibbs takes it away. Just over 30 seconds to go here. Dutney with another takeaway. Over to Batista. Up high to Jones, shot.
Ooh, great block there by Gibbs. When Jonesy gets space for that shot, bad things happen for the other team.
15 seconds to go here. As the Comets clear out, Apollo clear Biaghetti. They have to wait for their teammates to get off. And Andes takes it away. And all he has to do is kill the clock here. And the Apollo will take this one. 7-6 in our highest scoring game of the day so far. Great game by both teams. And Apollo improved to 2-0 on the weekend. And they'll have one more game today. Comets fall to 0-2.
The Apollo surprise players, I mean, that Kleckner line was ridiculous. When your third line, or I don't even know if they were the third line, are able to produce like that, I mean, that's trouble for the other team.
Absolutely. I feel like for the Apollo, some other players that stood out to me, Caden Wysong, Connor Callahan, Joe Malillo, all had great games. Connor Callahan, always a threat on the attack, but I feel like he showed a bit of his defensive prowess in this one with a couple strong back checks that turned into chances for the Apollo, who ended up taking the dub in this one.
One of the great things about Callahan is that he's got such a quick release that he's rarely getting the ball taken off the stick. Even if he's not scoring a goal, he's going to get that like deep in their end, and that's just really hard to handle.
Yep, absolutely. And that'll wrap up our second game for both of these teams. And next up, we have the Greyhounds